Okay. Our inverts are going to play convert, and that's what I'm going to walk through inside. We're going to play convert technique on any slot receiver. All right. Now I'm going to walk us through that. Okay. Versus any 21 sets. All right. Two backs, tight end, personnel sets. The under coverage is going to play a three-way on the tight end and the two backs. All right. Coverage is also going to bracket any two tight receivers. I'll go into this. We'll start talking a little bit about the bunches and clusters. We're going to cube. All right. Any three tight receivers, or we add another way to do this. Now, to talk about comboing. We'll combo three receivers versus any bunches or clusters. Okay. I'll talk a little bit about that then. Okay. Let me get this first again. The 6-2 top. We're talking about 6 yards from the numbers. Okay. All right. The ball's on the far hash. I'd be 6 yards from the top. The ball is to me. I'd be on the top. Okay. Ball's to me. 6-2 top. Ball's to me. It's on top. Top of the numbers. My divider. Ball's far hash. I'm 6 yards from the numbers. Okay. And if the ball was in the middle of the field, this one should say no, it didn't. Just said middle of the field. The ball's in the middle of the field. We're 2 yards from the numbers is our divider to cover one for our corners. Okay. All right. Again, this is just showing 11 personnel how we would do this. Divide the rules at the corner. Divide the rules at the corner. All right. We got to stand up. We're going to play convert technique. I'm going to go through all that. Slam forward, how we do it. I think it's one of the toughest things in cover one. Okay. It's how you're going to play the inside guys on those guys, and that steers a lot of people away from playing man coverage versus 10 personnel. It's because how are you going to handle this guy? Does he play a catch technique? Play off man, my God, they're running the quick out, coach. How are we stopping it? You know, okay. And so we're going to go through some of that. If we had a tight end, we'll play a catch technique, and I'll talk a little about that. Okay. But I want to spend most of the time. I want to talk about convert, make sure we do it, and then I can film. I'll show you how we're doing that. All right. And then we can tag also if we wanted a one rat as a low hole player. Okay. So now we can do a cover one with a low hole player and a high hole. All right, and I'll spend time we can talk about that if we need to, okay? All right. All right. And that's showing a wrap with a safety. I'll draw it up later. We'll wrap with a backer. I'll show you how we'll do that when we come back and talk to us, okay? So I want to go ahead and start. We're going to the wrestling room. All right. We're going to do this second thing we're doing here. We're saying ball's inside. Ball's to my right. I'm the invert. I'm the strong safety. I'm on a number 2 receiver, an inside receiver, okay, inside the slot. All right. I'm going to first talk about the tough things in cover one. All right, because obviously, you know, if you play off man on an inside guy, you know, it's covering the slant and all those things. The technique we're going to talk about is called convert. Okay. Convert is this. All right, I'm going to talk about the same forward. We'll talk about our cover 2. Talk about slam forward. All right, so I want to slam forward. I'm going to step my inside foot. Ball's inside. I'm going to take inside leverage of it. Okay, I'm going to step my inside foot first. Okay, we're going to go through the 3 releases. Okay, let's say he releases and he releases up the field to my outside. Okay, and he's going to release up the field on vertical here. Okay, from here as he releases. Okay, I want to shuffle over, okay? All right, I'm going to shuffle over to him, and I want to, like basketball, I want to take the charge. I'm going to let him run right through me, okay? When he runs through me, I'm going to let the contact that he makes turn me, okay? All right, I'm going to let him turn me. As he turns up, I'm going to convert to outside leverage. Now, who's got those posts? Free safety, right? Free safety right there, he's got the post. So I'm going to convert, and I'm going to put myself in position for what cut? 7 cut or the 3 cut? All right? Take it back. I'm going to go through all the releases, okay? So even if he goes wide, let's go a little wider on the angle. I'm going to shuffle over to him, right? I'm going to take the charge. I want to make all the contact. I want to get right through there, right? As he goes through me, I'm going to convert myself to outside leverage. Knowing when I'm playing a 7 cut, I'm playing a 3 cut. Okay? If he goes on a post cut, if he goes he's going to the 3, I'm going to undercut it. Now I'm going to play, I can go ahead and long arm play for the ball. Ever got that? Okay. Let's go inside release, and it says inside release on the slant. If he comes right at me, I should pat, 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 right? He inside releases, I should get all of him, right? He comes inside release, I should jam him, I'll blow arm underneath, play the football. Everybody got that? Okay? So my leverage first, I'm inside leverage, I'm protecting the slant by alignment. Anything else that goes vertical, I'm going to convert myself to outside leverage. Okay? So let's say he releases inside and goes up the field, vertical. Okay? I'm going to skate here, same thing, I'm going to try to get the hands on. Alright? He went to my inside, that's fine. Alright? I'm going to take the charge. I don't have to convert outside because he's already done it. What? He's already converted for me, huh? He's running right to my help. Okay? Doing this, you can take a lesser athlete and you can cover the scat. Okay? The other thing, we have to pedal and go chase the outcut and all that stuff. Alright, so we went inside release and vertical. Okay? If he goes on the 7 cut, I should be in good position for that. If he goes out cut, I'm on outside leverage on that. If he releases inside in a slant, right, I'm going to shuffle, right? And I'll be lead step, trail step. Okay? Inside releases, I'll be lead step, trail step. The outside releases, I'll be lead step, trail step, lead step, trail step, take the charge. Okay? If he inside releases and goes vertical, lead step, trail step, lead step, trail, take the charge. He's already converted it for me. He's running right to the post player. Okay? Alright. Next thing is let's go to inside release, and then we're going to run a 6 cut. Okay? So he's going to inside release, lead step, trail step, lead step, trail step, boom. Alright? I turn. Okay? On an inside release, okay, I'm still going to be here because of the 7 cut. He comes back out of his mind. Okay? On any inside release, I'm going to play the low hip. Okay? So he works it up. Okay? I'm going to play low hip. If he runs that undercut, I'm going to undercut the 6 cut. Okay? Same thing as I said, well, I'm going to play a little hip. He undercut goes to the post. I'm going to undercut the post. Okay? And when it goes over the top, the free safety's got the pick. Okay? So if he releases to my help, I'm going to under it. I'm going to play low shoulder. Okay? I'm going to play low shoulder if he inside releases. Going back. Alright? Let's go quick out release. Okay? Slam footwork, pat, pat, pat. He should run right into me. I should be sitting right on him. Okay? Outside release, he's away from my help. I got to be where? On top. Because what if he wheels it up the side? That's mine. Okay? So we want to know, just like the corners, we'll talk about the corners later. Where's my help? I have a moving bracket. I have a stationary bracket beside me. Okay? If he does anything going towards my help, I'm going to play low hip, low shoulder. Okay? If he goes anything out, let's do this one more time. Right? Okay? If he does that out, I got to play on top. Okay? But he ought to be sitting all over the quick out. Okay? Everybody got that? Okay. Biggest thing there is the feet work. Because the most common thing for him to do is the guy runs that out and then they won't do it. Okay? They're trying to hop backwards. Okay? That's not what we want to do. We want to go ahead and lead step, trail step, and take the charge. Okay? So again, he releases outside, lead step, trail step, take the charge, boom, convert. Alright? There's a 7 cut. I'm playing outside of the 7 right now. Okay? If we're going to go 7, I would be underneath the 7. Okay? And you got to go play it. Now we'll talk about that. We'll talk about in phase, out of phase. Okay? If I'm in phase with the guy, it's the same thing as we teach a corner on a release. Okay? I'm going to hook and lean on the guy. If I'm out of phase with the guy and he's got the right arm on top, there's a chance that's what you're doing on 7 cut. Okay? 7 cut, you shouldn't be in phase unless it's slow. Okay? 7 cut is ought to be like this. Okay? If I'm 7 cut, I play the indicators. Okay? Hands go up on the indicator. I'm playing the indicators all the way. Okay? I'm going to cat through, I'm going through the hand, and pull it down. Okay? Alright? If it goes 7 cut, we should know right now. He goes 7 cut, we're playing indicators, we're catting the ball out. Alright? He goes in, he continues to go vertical. If I go hip on the shoulder, I'm seeing the ball. Okay? He goes in, I'll make a play for the ball, and the free safety is going to knock him out or pick the ball. free safety got to get seam to seam. All right, he should get seam to seam. Okay. All right. So when you teach it, okay, we want to make sure we're going through all. You got to teach it just like it in order. Outside release. You go outside release, quick out, outside release, 7 cut, outside release, out cut. Right? Then you want to take it to the inside release slant. Then you just go up the route tree. Slant, curl, 6 cut, post cut. Go right up, go through all the steps you're supposed to see. Basic concepts, though, right? Is that if he releases inside to my help, I'm playing low hip, low shoulder. If he releases outside, all right, I'm going to take on top. All right? If he goes on top, I'm on top. If he's pushing vertical, I'm going to convert it to outside leverage. I'm going to start here for the slant. I'm going to convert back to outside, right, knowing that my help's in the middle third. Everybody get on that? Okay. Here's another thing that helps go back on the run game. Cover one. One of the toughest things in cover one is how you going to get this guy to run support. Well, if I'm playing convert, you can play run support. But if I'm sitting like this and I'm playing here, and I go slam forward, and he comes to block me, now I'm not off guard. Boom. I'm still in a position now you can get a better run support off your invert player in cover one. Okay? So same thing. If I was here on slam, I know I'm free safety's running the alley. I got an alley player inside of me. Same thing, he does this. Right? If there's a chance he's going to go leverage, won't play there. He's going to come from my outside pec. The ball's coming from him, he's probably going to work towards my outside third. Okay, if he starts to work towards my outside third, same thing. He'll be cuffed and choke and work to squeeze. Try to slide my hand up late, and I'm going to keep my leverage on the ball carrier. Okay? Everybody got that? Any questions about that right now? No? We're good? All right. Good. All right. Next thing, can I get another receiver up? Give me another receiver. So we just play versus trick. I need 2 receivers. Okay? All right. Here's what changed. All right? We want to play convert versus one guy by our side. Let's say we got trips. Okay? We got a 2 receiver. I'm talking 2 and 3. Okay? If we get 2 guys together, all right, we're going to bracket these 2 guys. So if I'm bracketing 3 and 2, all right, I'm going to go to outside work and I'm working squat. Okay? I'm sorry. I'm working outside leverage, and if we're bracketing, we're going to walk it out. Okay? So now I'm going here, and we're going to walk. We're playing in and out. I got another guy, a free safety rolled down. He's going to play in and out on 2 and 3 with me. Okay? So if we're playing in and out, let's go first. Let's just go push it up, and you come in the flat. Ready? Go. I'm going to walk it out. There it is. I'm going to hang with this, hang with it, hang with it, hang with it, hang with it, until I feel like I'm getting leverage. Then I take it. Right? And that's giving my other guy time to come in here. Right? And give my other inside guy time to break on it. Okay? So he can do the same thing here. Ball's inside him, ball's inside. Again, he's going to come down the guy. Right? He's going to walk it out. Right? Cut, cut, cut. Boom. I'm working with this guy here. All right? Everybody got that? Okay. All right. Let's take it through one more time. Let's talk about, all right, as we talked about stand-up, playing convert. Let's talk about if he's a tight end. I'm just going to this five side. If he's a tight end, okay, we want to know also what he's not threatening me. He should be a threat, obviously immediately vertical right now. So we want to play a catch. All catches is convert, but we're not giving him leverage. Okay? So if I'm playing catch, if he comes off, same thing. I want to pat, pat, pat. I'm just going to wait. Okay? I got to let him close the distance first. Okay? It's the same thing. I'm still going to play an open weapon, but there's my help. Okay? So he releases up the field, same thing. I'm here, I'm outside, right? He works up, he's inside, he's into my help. I'm going to play low hip, low shoulder. No, he's running with the free safety. Okay? Tight end, again, I'm outside. For some reason he goes to the flat. Okay, I should be in great position now to drive the flat. Okay? So I'm patting my feet. Okay? So we get a tight end, it's the same thing. We're going to play the same basic concept. Now when he goes inside, I got my help there. Okay? If he goes outside, it should be flat foot sitting this and beyond. Okay? The tough ones you got to work with the intermediate routes where the Y option is happens right on right now, you know, and he's all over the guy. Okay? Those are the ones you got to work on again, but it ought to be the same thing. If he Y options and pushes that thing up, right? I want to catch him in here, right? And what happens, what you got to be careful of, is a physical guy, what happens on the catch is he'll do exactly what he just did. He puts his hands up, boom, he's going to push off on it. Okay? So let's take it back. We're going to do the same thing with this window right there. He comes up. Anytime we're in man, if that hand comes up to push, I want to grab it. Right? Anytime a guy comes to push, if he pushes, I'm pulling it in. It don't matter. The same thing. We're going to get out there in the corner doing the same thing. If I'm cornering this guy and he goes to push and pushes off against the hand, I'm going to grab it. He pushes me away. Common thing for guys to do in man coverages is when I get on you, they've been all jam, approach. He goes, don't do that. You don't push him away from you. Okay? If anything I'm going to use, if he gives me it, I'm going to hold it. Okay? I think another part, I've left this one out. On the convert, I think you got to teach him how to hold. Okay? So if he outside releases, okay, and I go lead step, trail step, and I'm going to convert, right? I want to take the charge and convert. Okay? We want to grab the back of the shirt. Okay? Grab the back of the shirt, pull it down, and I take myself into the trail position. Okay? As I convert. You know, most officials, what are they looking for? If you turn around, okay, they're looking for if I take the shirt and I twist it and I take the number of turns, they'll call you. But if you grab it over here on the outside and you pull it down, you can. That's it. You got to teach them how to hold it because they're going to want to do it. Okay? You don't want them up there grabbing jerseys up here, twisting numbers because that's when you get called. Okay? So, all right. Two things, little tricks on it. Is I can do this. I lead step, trail step. I take the charge. Okay? I can put one hand in front as he goes, right? Slowing him down. All right? And that's convert, okay? If you guys can get good at that, you can cover anybody. Okay? That's a big one. Bill, how can you cheat when you need to? I got a guy burning it, 4-4, here we go on 4-6, I'm going to cover it. Okay? All right? Any questions about that? Convert? Yeah.
When he's playing catch on the tight end on the drag.
Drag underneath?
Yeah.
Okay. We talked about that. Let me go. You know what? Let's turn. I'm going to turn this way. Can I get two more guys in? We'll talk about 21 personnel. Let's talk about that first. Let's go. You come out this way so the camera can see. Okay, so tight end on this side. Okay? I want you to go ahead and be up. Let's start with the full back and the back. So two backs, and then we'll go to one back. Okay? We said any 21, go ahead. You be the high back. There you go. All right, good. Any 21, we said we're going to play a three-way. Okay? And so I'll take this invert. Coach, what's going to be the mic? Sure. And Coach, going to come to the outside back. The outside back and safety on that side. Okay? All right. Any 21 personnel will play a three-way. Us three got them three. Okay? So again, if we go at full flow this way, if he goes underneath, he's got the first thing. He's got the first cross. You got the first thing coming up, I got the first thing coming out. Okay? General thing is this. When you go to tight end, you're usually going to get full flow, you're going to get tight end crossing. Okay? Him to the flat, and you make it nicer. Okay, go. So you take the crosser, you got the back button up, I got this guy coming out. Okay, take it back. Next general one you see is what? You see, let's go again, let's go full back to the flat, and let's go tight end vertical. Okay? Alright, and then let's go ahead and take the fake on the side. Right? Say catch. He's got the vertical, I got the flat, he's got the last back. Okay? Alright, you say, okay. But coach, I don't want my back to cover the tight end vertical. Where's your free safety now? Right over the middle. Sitting right here at 10. There's your help. Okay? He ain't gonna blow your top off, because I got it. He's running right to it. Okay? So any 21, we're gonna play a three-way. Now go one, let's go to the gun with just one back. Okay? Put the tight ends on there. I'm still we'll keep the tight end in there. Now I'm gonna catch him, and I got the back. Put the back on this side for the same side. Okay? Again, so then I got another wide out there, so that inverts. Now he's playing convert on that wide out over here. We're over here on these two. The two of us, we've got two adjacent receivers. We're going to make a bracket call. Bracket. We got this. Okay? So now it's it. Now he comes under. Who's got the first in? He does. Okay? I got the first out. Okay? Tough one. He goes vertical, now you come out. Okay? Ready? Go. If he's going vertical, okay, I'm going to hang. This is yours. Hang. Give my backer time to get it. Then I'm going to take the flat. Okay?
You want him to play like a convert, trying to get outside of that?
Yes.
So he helps outside. Yep. Though it's going to him. Yep. Still going to work outside.
Because it's the same thing. Yep. One thing I understand technique. Where's your help? It's there.
Back, take charge.
Yep. So what happens is this. What happens is what? If I fight on any type of run and I'm low, okay, let's just go. Ready? Go. Go. He goes first. Right? Oh shit. Go. Keep going. Oh shit, shit, shit. Good. Free safety's there. I can go in and play chase and still catch him. Okay? Because he's running right to the free. Okay? So that way I say, okay, they're going to get impatient here, going, even the 3 or whatever, he's going to get impatient. Don't be impatient, you got time. That's my help, he's right there. Okay? So if I do bite, somebody boom, boom, and I bite in there, boom, I can go chase the guy and get it. Now what I got to get to is where? I won't get to here because he's running to him, right? Okay, so I'm going to work outside leverage. So if he goes 7 cut, I can take that. Okay? Now, the other thing that happens when we don't give it to you, if they go, this is more not the spread, it's the tight stuff. 21 personnel, tight twins. Okay, if you go twins over there, okay, now you got to figure out how you want this thing. If you go corners over, oh, red alert. I got the corner out by myself. That ain't good. Okay? Alright? Well, we wouldn't want that. So the first thing we would say to this is we would say, stick it. You got him, and we are back easy. Okay? If the tight end's not a threat, then fine. Play 3-way to do it. I'm just giving you another option we do it. Let's say this guy's athletic, and their number 1 play is now power pass back to the tight end corner route. That's a problem. Okay? Alright? With everything there's always a problem with all of them. You got to make sure that the solutions to all that. The other thing to do is also, then we say we don't want to match it. Don't match it, leave the corner on it, and the corner's got the tight end. Okay? And then we play. Okay? Alright? Okay, let's go back inside. I got some side. Okay? He goes, at least inside the divider, I'm going to play low hip, low shoulder. Okay? So, alright? What about the slant, or what about the direct release inside? Or this is where most beneficial for us. It's the tear screen. We call it tear. When X goes inside, 2's blocking him, and he runs the tear screen inside. So here's the thing: any inside flat release, we talked about drafting. Okay, any inside flat release, we draft. So if I was on number 1 receiver, ball's inside. Okay, if he pushed slant, right? I'm gonna lead step, trail step, okay? If he goes inside of me, I'm gonna draft him. I'm gonna go nose to butt right now, okay? Why? It's picks and rubs, okay? It's all for picks and rubs, all right? So we want to draft that. So I'm now nose to butt, because I'm low hip anyway. I'm gonna draft it first till it declares. Once it declares, then I go underneath the plate. It also helps me on the little bang route. You guys see the receiver? He comes in, boom, works back out. If you play high hip, high shoulder, he's going to be banging, he's going to be open. Well, we want to be as low hip, shoulder, so if he goes in, if he tries to return on it, he's got to run right through my body. Okay, so we're going to take that, we're going to draft. There's a term we're going to draft that. Same thing happens now, we say, so a slant, just like the under route, would be just like the mesh route, which would be the same as the X tear screen going inside. So if he goes inside, we want to draft. Why? To get myself away from the blocker. I'm gonna draft on the thing. I'm gonna get right in his daggum hip. Any inside release, we draft. Now go to the slant, the under, the mesh, or tear screen. Okay? You doing that? Let's see how I do here. I haven't done very well so far, so. Okay. Big thing here is, again, I want to talk about the convert stuff. So we'll look at the inverts. Okay. This first one is going to be, can't tell if we're in bracket or not. All right. That's it. This is a convert right here. Okay. Again, we should be flat foot sit. Okay, there we go. There's the out route. Okay, check him. Opens too much, doesn't take the charge, right? There's a slant. Can't take, that's not, you can't do that, right? But if I do, which is gonna happen, kid you not, I don't care how long you coach it, this is going to happen. If I do, where do I go? Low hip, low shoulder. Okay, he's going back inside, I'm low hip, low shoulder. Okay? Alright. We should have, nope, they're both playing convert. Okay? Again, here we go. We watch either one of them, they're both doing the same thing. Okay? Okay? Pat, pat, pat. Okay? Pat, pat, pat. Lead step, trail step. He's going to cross over, this guy is, and go. Don't do that. Okay? You can see how the width of our corner here, why? He's outside the divider. He's outside the divider, I'm going to play my divider. Okay? Okay? Let's take a look at I should be inside leverage, he's outside my divider. Okay? I'm going to get the slant. Come to the reception point. Let's go to the next one. Okay, there's an empty. Guys, this shouldn't be on here. It's not cover one. This is a ghost check. Okay. This is a ghost check. Okay. So again, we called one with a ghost, so they went empty. We checked ghost. Now we're going to bring 6. Okay. We're going to bring him in here. We'll bring 6. All right. These guys should. We get this right. The guy down here, that's it. We should be patting. He should pat. Nope, that's not right. He should pat. You don't want to give him those routes. Again, there's a free. He's the only one giving a chance to walk out. Why? Because he runs about 4.9. So, walk your ass out. Make sure you don't get beat. Okay? Alright, that's wrong. He should have patted. Watch, you got the corner at the top. That is what we want. Pat, pat, pat. We'll take the slant, hitch.
Coach, sorry, we missed that. How long are they patting? Are
Through
they
the 3-step,
patting?
my eye should be here.
Okay.
I should pat through the 3-step, right? If I don't see the set and transfer right now, then I'm going to go ahead and get my pedal. This is about right here. This one right here, he's doing it right. Corner, he should go pat, 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 no 3-step, go to the pedal. Maybe slide it, bring the end guy out. Okay. All right, this is a free safety coming down. Again, we want to show 2 high. We want to show 2. We're going to walk him down. He's going to play catch on the tight end. Okay. He should play catch on the tight end. Back it up. All right, let's take a look right here. See how he does. All right. I don't like the route here. He should have been driving it tighter to the guy. See, he's working over the top. Bad angle. Okay? I would rather see right here him coming this angle here on the guy. And now I'm a better chance, because if that guy would have stayed on an under route, he'd have been open. Right? Because I'm high, he's going tight right now. I got to right now. It ought to be. He crosses his feet right here. It looks like it's one cross, and then he crosses them. It ought to be lead trail, and driving that tight. Okay? Well, cover one. There's our post player. Pat, pat, pat. Okay. And he's going to roll push in the middle of the field. Let's talk about the same thing. Let's talk about the corner. I'm off man. Okay? If you're playing off man, what we're talking about playing, all right? If he stems inside the divider, you can slow your pedal down. Okay? You don't need to pedal at the same speed. If he stems inside the divider, slow your pedal down. Why? Get ready to drive the dig. Get ready to undercut the post. Okay? He comes outside the divider, you got to play top-down man. He comes inside, you're playing low hip, low shoulder. Okay? Let's see how he does. Probably need to slow it a little more, but you can see at least he's driving it, which ain't real great. But so if he gives us that cut, we should be undercutting the 6 cut if that thing continues. Okay, here you go. Cover one. I don't get the far. It should start. He came down too soon. You're giving away. He should start there and then walk down to this. There's a bracket at the top. Okay, we're going to bracket 2 and 3. So we should walk out here. Walk out. He drives the out cut. I should start to walk out, out. Now I'm going to push over the top of 2. Again, he's outside my divider. I'm inside. He outside releases. I ought to take an angle to cut that off. I'm top down. I'm playing high shoulder. Don't run at him. Run over the top of him. He should be tighter. Still want pat, pat, pat. Roll push. You need to push more in the middle of the field.
Coach, is the blitz peel on top, is that based on where the back's set, or is that just because they got the back to step that way?
No, that's off the back. This is actually what we're playing. We're rushing 6. The outside backer's got the back, okay, so we can still play with a post player.
Right.
Instead of playing 6 or playing straight 0, we can rush 6 and still have a high post player. We'll put it the outside back to the back. He's got it. Okay. Again, this is actually 0 coverage. Is it? Oh, we're in 6 there. Okay. Oh, crap.
That's what she said.
Hey!
Hey, fire up.
And the double convert with the trips. Yeah, high school, we probably don't have as much, obviously not as much time to
Yeah.
coach that up.
Yeah.
Is that a game plan thing for you, or would you
No.
suggest one or the other for high school with our limited time?
Well, I think here's the thing: is I think if you're gonna play man, and they're gonna get close together, if you just play straight convert, somebody's gonna get pinned. Or one can't play convert, somebody's gonna play off man.
Right.
So you could do that. You could say, okay, the inside guy's gonna play off man, and the inside guy's gonna play convert. The other guy's gonna play off man. Because if they both play convert and they exchange,
Right.
they're gonna be smacking each other.
Okay.
Or you can press one.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. There's other ways to get around a bracket. You press one, you play, as long as you play 2 different levels, you can get off the thing. Yeah, I want to just do another couple of Okay. This is that Casper call with the we're doing with a back in there though. So we're going to drop him out. okay? Still, we want to play the convert here, okay? We should play convert at the top. I think we should get a 7 cut up here to make it nice. Nope, he rushes in. There's a push off talked about, okay? When he pushes, you can see him. He should grab. He pushes, grab, okay? Okay. Go down here. Good. Should slow the pedal down. He's off. He should be reading through the 3-step anyway. So you see that. You should see that ball coming out. Oh, we're bringing the backers and drop these two.
What's your eye progression for your drop?
Slant. We say slant because they're not great droppers. So we say slant, screen, play the quarterback. So the first thing he should come
You
off.
should open his head
Yeah.
eyes a little bit.
Yes. You want to play. You want to play the slant first, then the screen, and then just play the quarterback. We try not to get too fancy with it. Okay. All right. We probably should be in a bracket down here on these two guys, on these two, how tight they are. So, yep. He attacks my leverage. Low hip, low shoulder. Okay. Let's see what we do here. Inside release. He converted himself. Stay outside. Low hip, low shoulder. Get ready for the 7 cut. Alright. This is some cover 3 drop. Let's see how we do. Okay. Again, we're going to start in the 2 high. You see it, and he's going to walk it down. I want to show again. I want to show the cover 2. Show the 2 shell. When we talk about indicators there, what's the indicators? Every week, what's the indicators? When we talk about, hey, there's a quarterback pattern. If he's calling it out, well, usually it's the hands. You can't see them here. Usually it's the hands. The hands pop up. There's the indicator. Get down to it. Okay? Wait for the indicator. Right? So let's look at the top. This is not 7 straight 3. This is a 1 robber. Smack a jig hit. Okay. Okay, just cover 3. 2 flat down here. Watch your safety. He should be playing this top down. Okay? He should be playing this top down. He has to be more on his curl. Okay? Expand. You need to expand a little more. He needs to get to this guy. So there's a spot route, right? Curl, flat, corner route.
And you want your invert collision on 2 there too, right?
Yes.
You just missed it.
He should get a piece of him.
That'll help him stay on the
Right.
curl 1.
Yep. He needs to hang with this thing right here. Get a piece. I don't. He's taking it right now.
He's not even swinging.
Again, we show that we're showing too high. He shows it too early. You see his freeze coming there. That's too early. Well, his hands are up. hold it. So good here. He's looking here, right here. He's got to get his butt to this cat. Must be on top. Okay. We will do this on the, you can watch the backer, or it should be this guy over here. We will man turn and zone. You can see him do that. We call it we're going to airplane the guy. Okay. You know, it used to be this cardinal sin. If it's zone, you zone turn. If it's man, you man turn. But so many times in zone turn, these backers, if they zone turn, they'll lose his ass completely, and the guy's catching the ball 2 yards from him. You know what I mean? So we just found it better if the guy's right on top of you, and he comes in like this. We want to airplane this thing. Just turn into his butt, keep him. What we say is that, all right. I'm probably talk about this. If you're in a zone, we say a zone right here. This is like my room. Okay. If you got one guy in your room, get on him. There's only one guy in your room. Get on him. What if there's two guys in your room? There's a guy here and there's a guy down here. You cover it top down. But there's only one guy in your room. Cover it. Okay? Alright, that's a bait look we talked about. We're going to bail at the corner spot. Okay, we should show 11 up. We're trying to show a zero blitz look. Alright, we want to give him that zero blitz look, and we want to coordinate the blitz. Get the free safety over here, covering that guy down, because he's showing blitz. Okay? Now obviously we don't coordinate over here. We set 11 up, but he's not going to be down here showing blitz, and he's showing blitz. They know it ain't going to look right. So the guy that's off, play off. The guy that's free safety to the field, we want to go ahead and give him a look so they're thinking we're getting pressure from this. Should be another up, 11 up call. Okay, show the blitz. We should be baiting the corner. I think this is actually one control fade. Yep. Okay, all right, here we go, right? We talked about we go from 11 up. You got to know which we're baiting them into. Fade. Okay, he started out in bad position. He's bailed too far inside. See the separation there? This guy should have just kept on working outside and worked away from him. That's not good right there. I should have bailed on top of him, run track in his lane. Only thing he does come back, get in front of him, cut him off. Okay? Let me show you this one. This is a corner blitz. Okay. Again, we want to show the two shell. So we shoot two high safeties. We're going to bring this guy up the corner up top. We'll push this safety back to the middle third. Safety in the boundary. That half field look guy is going to be the outside third player. He's got a curl flat the wheel player. His eyes got to turn around. He doesn't turn his eyes around. He should see this. He never, that back right there, never see it because he never gets his eyes around. So vision on the quarterback. Okay, you get the same look. Oh, crap. What are you doing here? Okay, we're bringing the corner down here. Guys, for us, it's 4-man pressure. We run this just as much as we're going to run over and under front. Okay. All right, let's check again at the top. This is third. He's outside third. I should push back. Okay, should be saying this from the corner down here at the bottom. You tell him here, this backer right here. If you've only got one, cover him down. He is your vision point, right? I should cover him down. He should be a little flatter. Make sure he can get underneath the outcut. If he's too straight back, if the guy runs the outcut, he's screwed. Okay.
Would you want that drop back on the line of scrimmage to do a zone turn for that shallow cross coming across the field?
Yeah, here's what I would tell him. Okay, if I only got one, I'm going to cover him down. Okay, he's not a threat. All right, he goes vertical where he's out of my vision. I want a zone turn back in, and I look for the first crosser coming back, and I've obviously got to squeeze.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Same thing. Going down here. If we got two, just from the back, because it doesn't curl flat stuff, if we got two, we tell him he's a spot dropper. So now we're going to go to the numbers, and we're going to play curl two flat. Okay? So we do this with spot dropping here. He's got two. He's got 5 and 4. He's going to go to the numbers, and he's going to play curl flat. If he's only got one, I'm going to cover him down.
Is this 09 film, coach? In this season?
This one's 09. Yeah, some of these are 08, some of them 09. All right. This is matchup stuff versus pass. Okay. So we're matching it up underneath. Okay. We're gonna see the spot route again down here. All right. We should have a bracket right here between on 2 and 3. So he runs out. We're going to yell cut, cut, cut. He's going to take the out cut. And I'm working low shoulder on the 7 cut. Underneath there. Okay, low shoulder on the 7. This is too high matchup. Okay, a lot of our same principles are going to apply though. Okay. So he should be low shoulder on the 7 cut. I got the out cut. We probably quartered it up, and he's got this guy. Watch the corner at the top. We talked about the inside releases. He's going to slam footwork. He's going to inside release, so we should be on low shoulder, draft position underneath it. Alright, again, top, we're gonna get a bracket call between these two and 3. Okay, they both work out. I got the outcut, I got the number 3. There's a slam game versus the pass. He's down, nose is going to cop. Okay, should be bracket between on these two guys. Backer's going to have that one. Slam on the outside. And work underneath them. This is a. Alright, there you go. Same thing. I should go inside release, low hip, low shoulder, because I got help on top. Right? We're going to wall up the inside route. Okay, bracket. You take the inside route. I should undercut the 6 cut. This is our base coverage. And when we do it right, it's hard to complete a ball. Okay? Same concept here, we're playing convert technique. So it's a squat. Gives you the opportunity to play the quick outs and stuff. Okay. Again, we're going to have a bracket here. The backer's going to overrun the slant cut. The guy's going out right now. Okay, we're actually bracketing these two guys. So I got the slant. He overruns it though, because that thing should be open right there.
Why would they bracket that on the wing?
Huh?
Why would you bracket that if he's so tight?
The wing?
Yeah.
Because
Because the back is right there right now.
Most of the stuff, we're going to do this stuff that's off of, again, we're going to go into every week and talk about the routes they're going to run. If I know this guy's running an out, we're always going to try to let the route play the guy's coming to. Think about what cover 2. That's all it is. It's a cover 2.
If you have a convert with the corner down there on the number 1, right?
This guy?
Yeah, and he's
No.
feeding them to the safety anyways, right?
Yeah. No, this is a too high.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. Yeah, this is all too high. Okay.
You call this cover 5, coach?
Yeah. 2 would be straight 2.
Mm-hmm.
5 would be our matchup. There should be some cover 2 on this thing. Don't pay attention to the box, because we do that everything in the world now. Okay? Okay, here we go. Our main concepts are going to stay the same though, okay? So that's convert. Okay? Not great on the feet work, crosses over. I'm going to take my slam footwork. I'm going to slam. It should lead trail. All right? And then I want to get what? Low hip, low shoulder on the guy. Okay? Think it goes flat. He's outside. I got to be on top, high hip, high shoulder. Okay? We're man here. He goes under. We have to work a draft position. and work to a low hip, low shoulder position on inside cuts. Does you know who that kid is? You guys remember the kid that in Nevada that started before that kid came in, Capillary, whatever his name is? Nick Graziano. Sling it. Okay. Basically, I want us to make sure we understand is that technique that converts. We could, it's basically playing the same thing when we play if a 2 matchup or cover 1. It gives a chance you play a hell of a lot tighter coverage on the inside slots. Okay. Okay. We're going to play catch on the tight end. Just put catch here on the tight end. All right. You don't want to pedal off that guy. We want to play catch here. And the inside cut, we got to be low hip, low shoulder.
Coach, you never bracket the tight end in the back?
Yes. Yes, we will. Yeah.
Just not by game plan or?
Yeah. As a general rule, we're going to, if they're on the same side, they're bracketed. Things that'll pull it off, if we said, we're not getting the back out this week, or it's not a threat, we'll stick them with the back. You know what I mean? We stick them with the backer.
Yeah.
If there's a tight end that may be more athletic, and I don't want the backer on him, those would be the things that would call it off. Yeah. As a general rule, yes. As a general rule, any 2 receivers get close together, we're bracketed in the sucker. Okay. We play our Tampa a little different. Somebody asked me a question about this earlier. Was that you?
Maybe Randy, right here.
You asked about Tampa? Okay. We play Tampa. We're playing rush 3, drop 8. Okay. Because the problems with Tampa is this. I think it's different. In high school and college, you got to understand that Tampa 2 started in the NFL, and those hash marks are sitting straight right next to each other. Okay? And the problem with Tampa is also it's on play action pass. If you do anything and release it back late, there ain't nobody for it. Okay? So the way we're going to do it is we're going to cover down inside, and we do a little, our free becomes our middle carry player. Safety's on the half. I can draw this up if you want.
Yeah. What front are you playing? Oh yeah, multiple fronts.
Out of this,
But you.
It's a 3-man rush, so we'll either do it with depends down the distance. We can be in 2-5s. We can be head up and, play the backside gap versus run. Okay? Or there should be a snap here like this. We're up Tampa, which means now we're 2 4-eyes and the backers are on the outside. And it should look like we're trying to it should look more like our bear and Okie. He kind of gets out a little early. Now it should look like the bear front. Right? These guys should walk back late. It should look like cover 1.
Because you have a low hole player now too, are you expanding the width of the drop by the outside back?
We are covering down 2, 3, and 4 inside with the backers.
Right, so, but I mean, are you playing their coverage more like a 2-seam concept? Well, for me, the difference would be like, because in Tampa you got a high hole runner.
Right.
But that's usually the mic is gone. So those outside backers, I mean, we're in the vicinity of between 2 and 3, not hitting them.
Right.
Because they had to converge.
Yep.
But now you got that guy. So
Right.
are you playing them like you had a low hole all the time, so they're kind of expanding to the inside shoulder too?
Of the safeties?
No, the outside guys.
The outside guys, they're covering down 2, 3, and 4.
To the hip and 2.
Yep.
Very specific.
He's inside hip at 2. If 3's we're covering down 2, 3, and 4. If my guy's in the backfield, it's control pedal straight back. If it's not, I'm going to be inside of 4, I'm going to be inside of 2, and I'm going to be straight back.
Okay, how far are they going to carry him?
10 to 12.
And shallow cross, you passing off?
That is still no coverage.
No coverage.
Yep. So I should be inside that cat. Let's see. And it's all control pedal. My vision quarterback, so I should be here, inside of that guy. He's in the backfield. Should be straight back. Now when out, I should expand over. And I should be inside this guy.
You expect the corner to reroute one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Get that shot of this. Okay, where we at? Okay. Again, should go off 2, 3, and 4. So I got him. I'm straight back. He should be inside of that guy.
Trying to get any kind of collision on 2.
Yeah. We're going to try to get a piece of him. I tell you, we're not going to go out of the way. We want a vision of quarterback.
Right.
Some of that, he should have got a piece of him right there. Guys run right next to you.
next to him.
Yeah.
Across his face.
Yeah.
Now you don't want them open their hips at all, though. You want them staying square and drop
Yeah.
with the back pedal.
Yep. The only time they would cross overalls is we were, we give an up call. We're showing an 11 up kind of look.
Yeah,
And he's got to come from here. He's got to get some width before he control pedals. Yeah.
Right.
What are you talking to the D-line about the pass rush? That's a 3-man rush.
You know, ideally, we want him to be is that when he sees, let's watch this a little bit then. All right? We tell him, you got a free rush.
Yeah.
Okay? But ideally, when you see him kick, we've got to work to the outside. Right? Now, if he gives it to you inside, take it. But if he's not, we got to get back outside and rush. We prefer to the skate lanes to be inside. We don't want them outside. We'd rather him just because we're in zone coverage and because we've got guys here with vision on him. If he's going to skate, we want him to skate up and through, not out here. So this is not good.
What about like from bear?
Huh?
What about if they're double 3 techniques and you're doing that bear front?
It's the same thing.
Are they trying to fight
when
back
they see it,
across
they should
the
fight back
space?
outside. Yep.
Okay.
Coach, Tampa is strategically for that long yardage, third down, screen.
Yeah,
what?
we played long yardage, and then we played a lot in the red zone. Okay,
Really?
we'll play a 3rd and long, and we'll play it on the 15-yard line.
Going in, I mean, all the way, how far in? I mean,
15 to about the 7. Because any of your other zones down here are distorted. Okay, so we play a goal line zone, 7 across. But once you get past, after they get the ball about 8 to 9 to 10, it's too much area in there behind them, so it's tough. So it's that spot between 8 yards and about 15, 16 yards. We like this if we're going to play zone coverage.
Because you got enough underneath guys and, you know, third level too, because you have.
Yep, and then all
Yeah.
basically down there in the red zone, all those two half-field safeties, they're just playing fade. I'm playing a fade here,
Yeah,
this
you
is
can have
safety
those
over here, I'm
guys.
playing a fade out here, I'm playing a fade on that side. And then basically we still got a middle hole guy here, and these guys all have to cover down inside.
Any good earlier you were, when the guy ran the swing or a bubble, I mean, any strategically good for that? I mean, you got extra guy, you got the
We should
corner
have them all
can,
covered down, we should be, I mean, hell, anything ought to be covered down. They throw any type of, you know, any ball down there, any immediate route, we ought to be good. We got a hat for a hat.
yeah.
It's probably, I mean, the only problem is you're rushing 3.
Yeah, I mean, but because
That's-
guys can rally faster than anything because they got help behind them.
Right. So this right here, again, the guy's in the backfield, we're gonna go straight back. When he releases that side, I should be expanding over here. You know, and any of these balls, you should have a bunch of, everybody should be converging on all these things.
Why couldn't you, or have you ever, or do you do, I mean, combined with what you said earlier about that, the Mayday,
Yeah,
or no, excuse me, the black,
uh-huh.
I mean, could you combine
Yeah.
Tampa and black and
I
find
can
a
show you,
way,
there's
spring a
about-
guy free?
Yeah, there's about, oh yeah, combine that with it.
Yeah, I mean, run get Tampa, look,
Yeah, the
kind
only
of five
problem, the
behind.
only problem with that is when we give them a true drop, is that if you got D lineman dropping out, is how much do you want, you know what I mean?
Yeah, okay, you
And you
got,
may be, in high school, you may be able to do that because, you know, I don't know how good a passing heat you're seeing. I mean, hell, you
Yeah.
may be able to do it work great for you.
or get more athletes on the field
Yep.
and get guys who are capable of dropping. Because the ability to spring a guy loose, because like you said, if you're only bringing 3, you're not going to get good pressure. But in that black look, somebody is going to be
Yep.
sprung free, and you're
We're
rushing
gonna
free and
couple of,
dropping it.
listen, we're gonna play the bear front. We're gonna rush these 3 and drop these 3 inside guys. Then we're gonna rush that guy and we're gonna possum read the tackle, center, and the tackle. Right? And we're gonna do all 3. We're gonna do all those looks off the same thing. And then we're gonna play zero coverage with the 2 instead of just being Tampa. So he'll walk down, he'll take the back, and we'll go 6-man pressure. So we ought to give them all. We should give there's about 4 or 5 looks. They ought to get the same thing.
Yeah.
Basically, down on the hash at the bottom, that's what we're talking about, open the hips, because without your up call,
Yeah.
so you've got it.
Yeah.
The steps, at least to an extent.
This guy doesn't.
They both, yeah, he does it better up top, you're right. That corner up top, want to ride him outside more? Feel kind of
He could probably get a little more physical with his hands.
Yeah. He doesn't
Yeah.
need to.
We're actually we're there in slam, so he's inside leverage to
Right.
start with.
He's a divider. Yeah.
Well, actually, in this one, he started up. He should walk back, then squatted. There's another one. Should be uplift, accelerate. See, the only thing is, I think you can coordinate skies better. Because right there, we got a real good quarterback. He knows right there. He says that is not man. Because you're not leveraging that guy, and you're not leveraging that guy. But I ought to start where? Instead of being here and walk back, you ought to start here and walk back. And he's button ought to start here and walk in.
practice live coordinating this guy through
Yeah,
move period. Designed for that.
yeah. Try to make it, like Big said, make them look the same.
Right.
Back to the ball, don't have them. We got a lot of cats like this is the cat just was at Indiana, got in trouble.
Should eat one.
It's all Big Ten. Yeah, we got a lot of them in our conference like that, so. Yes. Okay. Did we not do this? We didn't watch film on Flags Passport? Well, let me just stop. Let me make sure we get time. Because,
Okay. Any guys, any questions on cover one? Our 2D, our 2D match under? Any questions about that? Yeah.
Not really a question, but like maybe like a philosophy thought.
Okay.
You know, when you're saying you're doing schematically, say you come in and your biggest threat is their quarterback. He's
Right.
the runner.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not a lot of design run, it's his, you know, ability to scramble.
Yeah, I hate those guys.
What I know. What are you trying to play with your
Yeah.
front? What are you trying to do?
Yeah. Anytime, a general thing is this, is that anytime a quarterback is real athletic, we've got to play more zone coverage. We've got to have vision, we've got to rally that thing when he pulls it down and goes. So that's, we're going to look in that game, obviously we're going to play a little more of our zone, whether it be 3-2 or something. We've got to have vision, or Tampa, we got to vision that guy. You know what I mean? Because, just like that 15 guy, I mean, he pulls the ball down and you're in man coverage, ooh, he's going to be running for a while. So we do a lot, yeah. And then the games is a huge part, If you're going to play any type of man or if we're playing any type of man or match, anything, we're going to vision the receivers. And we want to make sure we're twisting the game, hopefully, to keep that guy from running. Okay? And that was, we can talk about that. You guys want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah. So a little while ago, you want to funnel him back in the middle, not to contain outside, right?
It depends. Yeah, it depends. I mean, I'll be honest. I'll go like this. I want to know really. I'm trying to watch his. How well does he throw the ball? Some quarterbacks like this. As soon as you flush him, he's running. Other guys, when he flushes, he's looking for the home run. I don't want that guy in front of him. You know what I mean? Because when you do any of that kind of stuff, now he bought time, and now your DB's got to cover him longer. You know what I mean? Zones get distorted. That ain't good. The guy that was going to get outside, he's going to try to throw that ball. That's the guy that we really, we want to keep his butt in there. So we're going to make sure we try to coordinate to where the pressures and stuff is to keep him in there. Okay. Yeah. I'll talk a little pressure. Okay. We'll just talk games. Okay. I said earlier we talked about our passes, how we break it down, we went into the concepts, how we do the routes. I said when we label. We're gonna say the protect or the drop. It's a 5-step drop. We're gonna always classify where the center slide to. Okay. I'll just go double swing again. Okay. So we want to know if it's CX, means the center's gonna slide to the X. Okay. So we're getting this, right? You know what, right? Classifying protections always see, 90% of the time, so we're seeing the slide, right? You're going to see the slide side, you're going to see the man side, okay? Well, we always want to know, the most important part is always right, where's the center going to, okay? So when we do our stunts, okay, we're trying to figure it off of that, okay? Stall for a minute, guys. Here we go. To the slide side. And this is what we did where the back is. Okay? Alright? To the slide side, we want the, whatever you call it, I don't know what you guys call it, the ET game, right? Okay? You get it in first, right? I'm first, I'm second. Okay? We want that. right? We want the ET game. Why? Because if you go the T and then E and he comes around, the center's sitting right there to pick him up. Okay? There's no game over there. So what we're trying to get done, okay? So we would want to the slide side away from the back, we want the ET game, right? Okay? And to the back side, okay, we would want the T, E. So at least if he comes around, I'm on the back. Okay? Alright? That's how we're going to call it. If we didn't know, okay, before I get into it, if we didn't know which side, or they're reading the back across, and they're giving us some problems on that stuff, we would now, that's what we would call double calls. So when we say, I don't know, your term, a double ET, right? Or a double TE, text, or E, whatever you call it, okay? Alright? So if we couldn't get it, then we just call it, and they'd run the game, knowing that on one side it's going to pop. Okay? Alright, let's talk about this real fast then. Alright? ET, okay? Depends on who you got. For us, if it's an outside backer, we got our inside foot up, outside foot back. Okay? If you're D lineman, right, you're going to have the inside foot back, the outside foot up. Okay? So it changes. Alright? If I'm like that, I'm going to go on my second step. 1, alright? 2. So I want to plan on my outside foot. So if I'm DN, if my feet are like that, I'm taking my second step. If I'm outside backer, we're on our third step. Okay? So it depends. I don't know if you're doing with outside backer or you're doing with in, right? But, alright? So basically what I want to do on this thing is I'm going to go 1, 2, okay? 1, 2, and I'm going to rip. Let's say put them here against 76. I want to rip through the 7. Okay? I'm going to rip through the 7, alright? Get myself vertical. Now again, I'm the inside rusher. If that's quarterback, my aim point would be the front cheek. Okay? I'm going to rip through that. As I come inside, if I see the back of the guard, alright, I'm going to give him a one-hand push. Okay? That's going to help my tackle out. Okay? So again, if I come here, alright, and I'm a defensive lineman, I'm going to go 1, 2, stick my foot in, I'm going to rip through the inside of 7, I'm going to rip through his inside armpit, okay? I'm going to rip through the inside armpit, boom. If the guard's back is me right there, I'm going to give him a shove as I continue working that seam, okay? Alright? The inside guy, alright, as we tell him you're going to go 1, 2, okay? You're going 1, 2 inside, 1, 2, alright? Get him to go inside. We want this guy to power down, okay? As he powers down, it's going to open up that gap in there for this guy, okay? And that is, we're trying to get these guys on 2 different levels, okay? We'll get on 2 different levels. 1, 2, I'm inside. I'm going to go 1, 2 and dance with him inside. When he does that, I want my game now is I'm going to throw my best pass rush move off of his ass, okay? I'm going to throw my best pass rush move and I want to scrape paint, okay? If there's paint on his ass, I should have it on my forearm, okay? I want to scrape paint, and this thing ought to be, ideal world, I'm hitting this, and I'm hitting this game downhill, okay? All right? But if not, if he's coming inside, as he comes inside, if they're trying to pass it off because we didn't get him on 2 levels, okay, I should rip, okay, and I want to rip. Why? Because that's going to lock up that tackle. I rip through there, they get passed off because we screwed it up or something, all right? We didn't sell it or whatever else, okay? I'm going to rip through there. If I hit the guard, I want to hit him, but my rip's got to what? Hold the tackle. Why? So he can get free, okay? All right? So it's 1, again, it's 1, 2, rip inside. If I'm the backer, it's going to go what? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, stick your outside foot, rip through the tackle's inside armpit. Okay, if I see that if the guard's there, I'm going to one-hand push and shove him down as I work through. Okay, I'm going to dance on the inside, 1, 2, dance to try to get him what? Power over. He powers down. I'm going to scrape paint, and I'm going to throw my best pass rush move off the defensive end. Okay, that'll be the ET game. Okay, on the one we're coming over here to the man side. Okay, what we want him to go ahead and do is widen out. Okay, we're going to widen out. All right, and we're going to push up the field, and I want to push to the inside back of the tackle. Okay, so he's going to kick. okay? I'm gonna push to the inside, the back of that hip, okay? Same thing, as anytime I'm going first, I'm gonna push it. I'm gonna push it up, I'm not gonna get occupied with it, I don't wanna stop my rush. I just wanna get to that thing. He should be kicking to me. I'm gonna get to that thing, I wanna give him a one-hand shot, right? I'm gonna try to shoot it in his hip, so he's there. I've got a one-hand shot, or if he gave you his back for some reason, because the guy couldn't stay square, right? If he gave you this bit, and I would shove him in the back. If you stare here, I want to shove him in the hip, okay? Just to help us on the pass ball. So I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna blow that gap. Now I'm contained from a 3, okay? Again, if it's a defensive end, it's still gonna be 1-2, hit my left outside foot. When that foot hits, all right? If I'm outside backer, it's gonna go 1-2-3, okay? And then I'm gonna, again, throw my pass rush move off the tackle's butt, and I'm gonna scrape paint nice and tight, okay? All right. To help this move right here, when you do the TE game, okay, because the one thing that screws it up is if they do the cha-cha-cha up here, trying to wait to get them on 2 different levels, that's the thing for the street. Because if that guy's worth a darn tackle, if he sees you go cha-cha-cha, he's going to, boom, he's going to punch the 3 technique right now. He's going to wait for you, okay? And that's the whole thing about it screws it up. But if they can pinch off the 3 technique, it's over with, okay? So what we want to do is we're going to use, we don't want to tip the ball, we're going to key the man inside of us, okay? He's my get-off key. So we should be late to go. So if he's going to get off first, then I'm going to go, okay? Don't key the ball, okay? Key the man inside of you. He goes first. Now I don't have to cha-cha-cha it, all right? I'm 1-2. If I'm the backer, I'm an inside foot up, outside foot back. It should go 1-2-3. Stick my left foot. I'm going to throw the rip inside. I'm going to come off. I'm going to throw my best pass rush move off the butt of that tackle, right? And now I'm the inside rusher, front cheek of the quarterback, right? The other guy's got to get to the back shoulder of the quarterback, right? Everybody got that? Okay. Now we're going to do those things off. We can do them off anything. We can do them off our bare front. We can do like this, right? Over here, we want to get this game. Right? Over here, we want to get that game. We're going to straight rush the nose. Okay? Again, so if we got an athletic quarterback, we want to have we got to have one. We want to have those games on. Okay? All right. We got the inside games too. Biggest one we do inside is we go to Texas. I don't care how you put them in there. If we say Texas, we're reading the center. Okay, we're both going to take an inside step first. If he's blocking you, I'm going to engage, right, and I'm going to be the wrapper. Okay, I step inside. If he blocks away, I'm going to ear hold the center and help him ricochet me to the quarterback. Okay, all right. Bully, class was, you can call them whatever you want. For us, because it's so much, we do different, because this could be a backer, it could be defensive end, it could be whatever. So we just got to classify whether it's inside rusher or an outside rusher. And we use the states. Inside first and outside first and inside. We'll go Iowa and Ohio. Okay? All right? That's how we clear who's going first, who's going second. If you're in a 4-man front, it's probably a lot easier. You went Tex and Eat or ear and text or whatever, whatever you where you're doing that. All right. Biggest things on the game is make sure you get them on 2 different levels, and then we want to again the most important part is the steps. Okay, 1, 2, 3. You don't want to go 1 and come inside. You go 1 and come inside. All the tackle's going to do is if you go a high outside guy, you want an ET game. If I take 1 step and come inside, he's going to power you down and slam you down, and now we're on 1 level. Okay, you got to push it to the second. You got to push it up the field. Okay, or else there's no game inside for you to go where anyway. Okay. What started that question? About
QB scramble.
Huh?
QB scramble.
QB scramble. That's right. Okay. So if we wanted him on the outside, okay, we could go. For us, it would be double Iowa. Boom. Right. Boom. Okay, we're going to let the slow kid run. Okay? Alright, that's a way to push it to the other side. The other thing, sometimes if you don't use enough of it, we just call a bull. We're all gonna bull rush. Make sure there's no escape lanes inside.